welcome back to Glory Hunter with me, Alex, and today we've got two pretty good games today. We've got PSV and Cagliari. So, I'm going to get straight into it. We have pulled a very difficult group, I've got to admit. Bayern Munich, Napoli, Lyon and PSV. We do play PSV first, away from home. Sort of a showing game to see whether or not we might progress through. Lyon, I've looked at their side. They've got Piatek, who's a very good striker, but other than that, Verratti and Ceballos are a pretty good duo in the midfield. But they're two centre-backs I'm not really too scared of. Kadir, a decent player, but not fantastic. So I think with our quality through the midfield and throughout the team, I think we're pretty much okay. In terms of starting the season, we actually drew with Sassuolo. Kevin Stefan getting the goal and Laurie getting a goal for Sassuolo in the 45th minute as well. We were 1-0 down, obviously, and then second game, as you can see here, we did pretty well. Haymanager getting a goal, not on his debut, but sort of one of the standout games so far he's had a big impact on anyway. So now we're going to head into the PSV game. I have changed up the tactic a little bit. Now you're probably looking at this thinking, why have you gone so defensive? Why have you done this? So, problem is, we've not really got that strong a defence. I don't think, in a way, that we're going to be able to sort of do as well as we can in this sort of in a sort of 4-1-2-1-2 formation. I think the five at the back is a bit more secure. It allows Lombardo and Guga to get forward and do what they want, as well as having Koulibaly, Maguire and Cuenca, who I think Koulibaly is obviously a very, very good player, as you can see there, outstanding stats. Maguire is very good in the air and can be a ball-playing midfielder, and then Cuenca can sort of play that cover role because he's got a lot of pace as well. Very good in the air too. But I just need a bit more security at the back. So that's literally why I've done that. We have got a lot of midfield players that can play in that three. We've got Jordan Henderson now. We've got Doumbia if we need to bring him in. Lo Celso as well can also play there. So it leads for a lot more rotation. And as well as that, obviously Gaifer playing pretty well of late. He can come on for Calabria, I think. Calabria, sorry. I'll put him on instead of Rodriguez, because Rodriguez hasn't had the greatest start. And also Manolas as well, I forgot to mention. Manolas can also play in that back three, but I prefer to have more like a how would you put it? A more like ball playing midfield sort of back three, distributed to the centre backs, for example. As Lafont, I don't think's as strong. If he had merit still, maybe I would have changed this up. But yeah, this is the team we're rolling out with today. It will be the team of Lafont, Lombardo, Koulibaly, Cuenca, Maguire, Guga, Arthur Lecoq, Stefan, and Haymanager and Pinamonti up front. Should be a promising game. I'm pretty happy with how we've played so far. I'm gonna stick to balanced because I think balanced will be okay. As you can see there, it's quite a compact back eight, if you'd like to say, because Stefan's very physical getting forward. Lecoq can get forward. Arthur sort of tends to drop a bit deeper and pick up the ball, and it's up to Haymanager and what's his name, Pinamonti, sorry, to sort of control that front two, if you like. They're very good up front, so I'm not really scared of whether or not we're going to score as many goals, but it's just a case of being stronger at the back, which I'm pretty much sure we can handle. So as we kick off, PSV looks like there might be a highlight from the off actually. João Mario on the ball, didn't know he played for them. Van Pol on the wing, can he get a cross in? You've got it past Lombardo, it's a cross in and it's a close header as they start the game. Pretty strong PSV. So have we got anyone that I notice? I think João Mario is the only one. As Arthur has a corner, it's into Haymanager. Stefan with the header, and Stefan scored quite a few headers so far, I've got to admit. He's done pretty well, as that nearly goes over the line. I think it was a good save. And I think if you just saw that in the top left-hand corner, Bayern Munich have gone 1-0 up against Lyon. Arthur with a free kick in, and Zoet manages to catch that ball. We're doing okay. I think we're 3 minutes in and we've had two highlights, so I'm pretty happy with how it's going. Pinamonti, I was going to say, Pinamonti sort of goes wider and Haymanager seems to go a bit wider, and then the three in the middle sort of drop into that position where they can be a bit more creative. So obviously that'll be something that I'd love to try and pounce on, as I've just seen Oxlade-Chamberlain actually plays for PSV. Just a bit of a weird thing I've just seen. So yeah, Lafont with the ball at the back now. I'm going to ask them to show a bit more passion as we're going forward. Arthur playing with Lombardo down this left-hand side. This is where it gets a bit interesting when the wing-backs get forward. Arthur, as you can see, dropping a bit further back. Plays through Pinamonti, who takes around the goalkeeper, but it looks like he's been offside there. Which is a bit of a shame, really, because that was a good move. It shows how that sort of proves what I wanted to play in a certain way. Arthur with another corner in. Maguire at the front post. And there we have it. Maguire. The presence in the air at the moment is unreal. I think Koulibaly is an absolute force. Maguire in the air, as we know from the World Cups anyway, is an absolute force. And then Cuenca, as we know, as we've seen the stats, 16 heading, 16 jumping reach, he's a force in the air. I think the average is about 6'4" at the back. So we're pretty much quite scary at the back. Let's put it that way. Guga coming forward with the ball, plays it to Stefan. Can he find a cross with ball would be nice, actually, as he finds... And there we go. Arthur plays it to Lombardo. Can he get a cross in? He can't. And this is where it gets a bit weird. As we have to track back, Koulibaly's there, then when Lafont picks it up. No real danger. There's a lot of space on this right-hand side, but I want us to play it towards the centre-backs, because with 3 centre-backs now, if you play it to the middle centre-back, he's got 2 options, which sort of gives us a bit of... give a leeway if we get under pressure, as Pinamonti's... And in fact, Mouche's managed to not poke that home. Sorted. I thought that was just going to be cleared out then, but Mouche just goes and gets his second goal. Guga coming down this right-hand side, as we can see, takes on his man, as he's been doing all last season, we know that as well. Finds the cross, Pinamonti, a poor save by Zoe, and Mouche doing the splits, puts that into the back of the net. The poor defending there, but there's his second goal for the club, Mouche, against PSV, and we're doing pretty well. In fact, what I'll do is I'll get up the latest scores because we can see what's going on elsewhere. As Bayern Munich are 2-0 up as well, I think, against Lyon. As Lecoq tries to play an awkward ball through the middle, it's not really worked out, and now we've managed to get back quite quick. Guga getting forward though. This is what I want to see. Guga getting forward. Finds the cross towards Pinamonti, and there we have it. Pinamonti with another goal. It's 3-0 after 30 minutes. We're absolutely firing now, ladies and gents. Let's have a look at this. Guga gets the ball off him, runs forward. This is why Real Madrid want him. Finds the cross in around the man. And then Pinamonti, that's why Chelsea want Pinamonti, because he puts them in all the time. It's great. Great header by him. And that's his second goal of the season, actually, as well. Guga with the assist. We're doing very, very well this game. I think this fight with the back formation is something that I'm going to carry on with. Because, to be honest, we've done well in the league with it, and it sort of suits the squad of players we've got at the moment. Tauvin, however you want to pronounce it, who we've brought in, might not get that much game time now, but perhaps retraining him as a deep line playmaker, he could sort of replace that Arthur role, but Arthur's been pretty key for us this game. As you can see here, he's on the ball again, he finds the ball in, but just can't do anything with it, as Arizo picks it up, and Lecoq manages to intercept. Will he go for a goal here? He will. And Lecoq's been quite quiet, I'll be honest with you. Stefan's got 2 assists in one of the games, which is great to see. He's also scored, obviously, as well in that draw against Sassuolo. But Lecoq hasn't seemed to have been doing much in the the start of the season, should I say. He's not... I think I'm trying to bridge the gap between whether or not he's a centre, like an attacking midfielder, or he's in fact like a Mezzala, sort of like a creative midfielder role, because I want him to play in that midfield 3, but as you can see, well, in fact, saying that, he's coming forward now, he's gone all the way, he's hit the bar. Oh, I mean, we live for these little magic moments, obviously, but I want to see, I know he gets a 7 rating, and he probably does produce some pretty good, I think as we saw as well, Lafont with a good save there, I think as you saw as well when we were at Manchester United, we didn't actually see much of Pogba in the games, but he manages to always have an impact on the game, if you know what I mean. So I think maybe Lecoq plays that sort of role where, as Pinamonti's through, went across the keeper. All the times I say go across the keeper, you should have put that in at the near post there. Arthur with another cross. Oh, it's off the bar. Who was that? Put it in. Oh, Arthur with the ball away. Pinamonti heads it down to Stefan, who has another shot and it just goes wide. But what was I saying then? Yeah, Pogba we never really saw much. As we go into half-time, I'll just quickly get through that. Pogba we never really saw much of him. But obviously we know he's a world-class player. We know he's an insane player. But Lecoq, I'm not really seeing much of him. I think I am playing him in a advanced playmaker role in the middle, in like a midfield three, so he can get forward a bit more. But I don't know, as Stefan plays through, Haymanager doesn't put it past Zoet though. He just needs to work on his composure a little bit, Haymanager, just like going one-on-one with the keeper. He's scoring a lot of like just poacher's goals at the moment, which I might retrain him as a poacher, but he is very good on the ball. That's the problem. He's incredibly good on the ball. As Pinamonti wins it back, PSV looking very vulnerable here. Stefan doesn't play a very good ball across. He gets it back though. Can he go forward? Pinamonti picks it up. Can he score? He does. He just goes and scores. I didn't think that was going to go in. That was a really poor finish. We'll see the goal in a second. That was incredibly poor. Van Pol plays the ball towards the midfield. Stefan manages to pick that up. Gets tackled and falls over. Plays the advantage. Pinamonti takes it around his man. And that's a really poor goal to concede. The goalkeeper should be ashamed of himself. 4-0 up. 50 minutes gone. I think we might start making a few changes. Lecoq, as you can see on that 7 rating, on and off games, I don't know what to say about him. Pinamonti with another goal. Oh no, just off the bar. As Lombardo picks it up. But yeah, I think this has been a great game to show you how we sort of perform in these sort of games. So obviously, okay then, fair enough. That's what he can do. That's the moments you live for. He comes out of nowhere, and when you want a goal out of nowhere, I mean, it's 5-0 now, we don't need a goal. But when you want a goal, he sort of... What happened there? That little jig. I might even put that in a little bit of a replay, that little jig, as Lecoq just puts in the bottom right-hand corner. Yeah, if I remember to, put a little replay on that, because the little whoop, that was quality. As the ball's played out, yeah, as I was saying, this game's sort of been a good one to sort of display how this formation sort of works. So the wing-backs get forward a lot, and then, as you can see here, the centre-backs sort of just recycle the play. Lecoq can pick up the ball, Stefan can run forward with it, Arthur plays a bit deeper. As you can see, it opens up a lot of space for the wing-backs, which is quite nice. It also just gives us a bit more security in defence. I noticed Lafont doesn't really come into the game as much, although I won't really mind that, because I do think he's a very good keeper, to be fair. A bit under... I think 2 stars is a bit of an underappreciation for what sort of stats he's got. As Lombardo at the back post heads it towards the goalkeeper, and that's just casually caught. I'm going to take Arthur off. He's had a good game, but I'm going to bring on Jordan Henderson for him. Stefan's coming off, Lo Celso on for him. And should I give Guy for a bit of a run? I'll give Guy for a bit of a run in Europe. Let's give him a bit of a go. He's the one that I would love to sign permanently as well, so I could have like a Guy for Pinamonti and Haymanager front 3. That'd be amazing. But obviously, this could be, and I think it's most likely going to be our last year at Napoli, as I want to sort of progress now. Even if we don't win this Serie A title, there's got to be somewhere that I can go. As Joel Matip just decides to put one in there just randomly. I don't know. I mean, fair enough. It's not really going to impact the game now, but it should have been picked up there, really. But yeah, I want to see if there's somewhere else to go. I've tried the Serie A to win the Serie A now. Well, this will be the 3rd time. 3rd time lucky, I hope. But we'll see anyway, we'll see. I'm very happy with the result today. We've done very well. Hopefully we can push forward in that group, that very hard group. 5-star Napoli. A classy performance by Pinamonti. And now we head forward to the game against Cagliari, who are sitting top of the league at the moment. So it'll be interesting to see how we perform against them. But yeah, I'll come back to you once we've advanced forward to that Cagliari game. Okay, you join me back at the Cagliari game. Bit of an interesting look at the moment. So Gugu's wanted by Barcelona. He wants to move to a club with a stronger squad, which is fair enough. He is a very talented player. I mean, looking at it, he's probably... If it was offered about 60 million for him, I'd probably let him go. His mentals, the average is about 13. It'd just be a case of bringing someone else in of the same sort of quality. But I think that'd be more than attainable. With £60 million, I think I could achieve that easy. So Gugu would be an interesting one to replace. Maguire of Lombardo's wanted on loan by a lot of clubs. Apparently he was upset that he wanted to join Bari on loan, but he's playing first team football for us, so I'm not entirely sure why he's so upset. I mean, his crossing's 5 at the moment. Have I got him working on his crossing? No. Get working on your crossing. What is that? But yeah, for sure. Then Lecoq, a bit of an interesting one. He's wanted by Liverpool, Tottenham, Bayern Munich, AC Milan, Atletico Madrid, Barcelona, Real Madrid, and Valencia. So whether or not I keep this man is another thing. He's thinking about whether or not he should move to a bigger club. Wants to be part of a social group within the dressing room. I think to address that, then I'll have to start up a few mentoring things with him in. He's highly influential, so I'm hoping he does sort of get into that social group. Because I'd love to keep Lecoq at the club. But yeah, I'm just going to stick with the same side as last game. We are, of course, at home. I'm going to go a bit more positive since we are at home. Maybe bring in a few different lads down the left-hand side, see what we can do. I'll keep Lombardo on for now, actually. He played a very good game. Henderson, Geifer, Moise Kean, maybe an appearance in this game, but we shall see how we get on in this. It'll be quite interesting to see how we do. As well as that, I think every team plays today. I believe every team plays today. So I think we have the early kickoff. I'm not entirely sure how it's all structured. As you can see, the Napoli team here. Marco Rog, Zaha, Romagna, Gabbiadini, Simeone, who caused us a few problems last season, to be fair. He's quite a good player. Who's this Al-Barakan guy? Oh, he looks fair enough. Yeah, he looks pretty good. 21-year-old midfielder. Got to start looking out for regens now because he looks decent. But yeah, be assertive. We've been on a good run. Show me what you're made of, and I'm going to tell them I've got faith in them because they love that sort of stuff. They love it. Apart from Arthur. Bit of a, not really on the bandwagon. So, the league table. What we're looking at. So, we could go top of the league here if we beat Cagliari. Obviously, it is the games against the other sides towards the top of the table that we need to sort of win, because the league is decided on the results that we get against those top sides. So this year, especially beating Inter 1-0 away from home already, I think if we can beat sort of the title contenders, as Lombardo was, what a shot by Lombardo, can I just say? That was mega. But yeah, I think if we can beat the rivals towards the top of the league, we stand a big chance this season. We can afford to probably drop a few points because, as you can see, Juventus have already lost this year. Inter Milan have lost against us. AS Roma have drew. They're sort of the teams where are AC Milan? AC Milan have drawn twice as well. And then Lazio, who won the league last year, have lost 3 times. So, I mean, it's anyone's game this year, I guess. As we are coming forward again for another highlight, Arthur. We're playing pretty nice football, to be fair. Lombardo with another shot on goal. Lombardo's in the mood today as he puts one in the back of the net. Great shot. Sort of whips it round the keeper. Arthur on the ball. He just plays it back to Hamuche, to Lombardo. Takes a touch inside and just thinks, why not? I'll have a crack here. With his left foot, okay, fair enough. That's actually really poor by the keeper. Fair dues. Hamuche with an assist. I'm pretty happy with how we're doing, but I want to see a bit more from the lads. Hamuche, a bit pressured, but you got to come to expect this from me. I do demand high standards. So Lombardo getting the goal. Hopefully he can sort of change his mind about being so upset. Lecoq on the bridge of probably leaving the club in the January transfer window, which would be a bit scary. But I'm pretty much sure we can hold on to Lecoq because he's tied down to the 5 years. I'm not going to let him go for a small fee. Guga. Oh, the wing backs are getting into it this year. Guga. Ooh, my phone's going flying. Everything's going flying. It's going mental. Let's see what the crowd's saying. That's a good point, actually. The crowd wasn't filled last year. Let's see what oh, Lord. I mean, it's not great, is it? It isn't great at all. It's probably an improvement on last year, that. I won't lie to you. That is probably an improvement. But Guga with a goal, and our wing-backs are getting involved, which is what I wanted from this. We're doing very, very well so far this season. Considering we've got playing 5 at the back as well, I know we're not conceding many, but I didn't think we'd score as many, if you know what I mean. It's a bit of a weird one when you play 5 at the back on FM. Normally something something somewhere goes wrong up front as Pinamonti's running forward. He's going to have a crack. He doesn't. He lays it off to Arthur, who has a shot, and it just goes wide. Not too bad, not too bad. We've managed to keep Gabbiadini quiet, Zaha quiet, Simeone quiet. Hopefully we can continue to do that as Zaha plays the ball towards Marco Rog. He makes that run inside. Will he get it back? He doesn't. Arthur picks the ball up, and now it's just a running race. Will Pinamonti get there? He doesn't, but it looks like, what name? Walukiewicz has been sent off. So now we're in good stead to win this game now. I might bring on, I might just make a few swaps here, just so that I can rest a few of the players. Arthur, obviously, a player I want to bring off. I will bring on, I'll give Doumbia a run. He needs a bit of a run. Stefan can come off for Lo Celso, and then also I'm gonna give Manolas a bit of a run because I want to try and keep him fit, but at the same time keep him happy because I want to have those 4 centre-back options to sort of rotate through. Obviously, I can't have him being upset that he's not getting some game time. I am going to tell him to get a bit more creative. Although we have had 26 shots, I want to see another goal. I want to get the goal difference high, fast, and I want to try and get as many like wins against the top 6 as I was saying. So it'll be interesting to see how we do this year. Lombardo, a surprising sort of star at the start of this episode. I thought Himuche might be someone that's banging in a few of the goals, but obviously Lombardo's put a few good shifts in here, getting key assists and a key goal there that has really put us in a good way to win this game. I was expecting him to lose the ball out there and probably get sent off. But yeah, Lafont in net, I think at the moment with it, I'm pretty happy with how he's doing. As we're playing the ball quite nicely here, actually. Before I say anything, there's Lecoq. Oh, I mean, I doubt him, but he comes out of nowhere with these sort of sensational goals. And what a goal that was. Sort of just slots it in that top left-hand corner. Let's see, is it top bins? Is it top bins? Pinamonti just lays it off. The goalkeeper's in no man's land. And now he just puts it into this... Well, it just grazes the post, I guess. Great goal by him there. An absolute dominant performance from us there. I'm going to say I'm very happy again. A really good result for us there, especially against Cagliari, a team that beat us 5-3 last year. We've now gone unbeaten 3-0 and knocked them off the top spot in the league. So we do go top. We play Fiorentina soon, who are sitting quite close to top as well. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm very happy with the start of the season there. A game against Sassuolo probably could have gone our way in a sense. But I'm happy with the draw there for now. Inter Milan, a great win away from home, and Cagliari, another great win there. And it puts us in good stead to go ahead. So, I will bring you now the Bayern Munich AS Roma game. That'll be quite an interesting one to see. 2 away games, 2 games that will probably be must-wins as Roma are looking quite strong this year. And then also come back, I'll play through these games. As you've seen, you'll have seen a PSV game, you'll have seen a Bayern Munich game. And then I'll also bring you a Lyon game down here. We'll play against Brescia or Bologna. We'll see which is the most, which I'm feeling. We'll see the vibe after this game. Here. This will be a hard run of games. These 5 games here, but obviously after that we come out and play Spal, Parma, and PSV. So it'll be quite nice. But yeah, they're the next 2 episodes. Next 2. We'll be playing Bayern Munich and AS Roma, and then either Lyon and Brescia or Lyon and Bologna. It'll be quite interesting to see where we stand in the league at that point, because hopefully we can get quite a big lead, I'm hoping anyway. So yeah, I hope you did enjoy this episode. If you did, leave a like as ever. Subscribe if you are new to the series. I hope you do enjoy this sort of stuff, and I shall catch you in the next episode. But for now, from me, Alex, ciao.